Hello everyone, today I would like to do a guide on one of my favorite dead content minigames. It's called Rogue's Den. This is some of the gear that you get from it. It's pretty dead content at this point because the gear does basically nothing. This is me wearing 3 pieces and 19 defense bonus. It's not amazing, but fashionscape off the charts. So I'm going to show you how to get through the maze today because a lot of the stuff that I was seeing online was just not the best. I had to just trial and error it for the most part, so I think it'd be a little help for someone to actually explain it. So, easiest way to get there is you take your games necklace, rub that shit, go to Burthorpe, however you want to pronounce it. I've never actually said it out loud. And you're going to go straight down to the Rogue's Den. So that is straight from the port into this house, and then you'll find a little trap door right here. Now to enter the Rogue's Den you're going to need 50 agility and 50 thieving. So if you don't have that, not going to be able to enter it. But this is the game right here. This is where you're going to enter, and you're actually not allowed to have any equipment on you at the time. So you talk to this guy right here, Brian O. Richard. Yep, Rickard, whatever. And he'll be like, hey, what do you want? And you say, I want to do this maze. And because I'm wearing gear, he won't give me the crystal, so let's just bank all this. Okay, so now I'm completely naked. Talk to him again, and he'll give me a crystal to enter the maze. So what do you want? Want to try the maze? Let's go. So now I've got a magic crystal, and I can use that to get out of the maze at any time, I believe. I've never actually had to use that. If you ever want to get out of the maze, you could always just die. Hit any trap and it'll send you right back to the beginning. So yeah, I'm going to break this here, and I'm going to go on and show you the different parts of the maze. Okay, so now that we're in the maze, you'll see that everywhere is death. Everywhere is trying to hurt me, and if you touch any of these traps, if any of them go off, you misclick, whatever, you're going to get sent back to the beginning. And you'll get a partial reward, but it's not amazing. It's a bit of thieving XP, a bit of agility. You'll get the reward regardless. If you win or lose, you'll get a bit of a reward as long as you pass the trap, but it's not going to be much unless you win. So you're going to start out, search this floor. Now, I want to point out that after you've done this, you can see that my thieving went down 1 point, so 79 out of 80. Every time you do a trap, every time you unlock something or you go through a trap like this is going to be the next step, by the way, it'll go down. Your agility might go down a bit, thieving might go down a bit, it depends on the trap. So, in this case, I go through here, 1 trap here, 1 trap here, that takes it down 2 ticks. If I were to go this way, see all of these are traps I would have to go through to get around this side. So it just makes sense, because at the end you're going to have to crack a safe. And if your thieving is really low at that point, by the time you reach the end, there's a less chance that you're going to actually get a reward. There's a small chance that you won't get a reward anyways. You'll get like some gold or like something that you don't want other than the Rogue's Den pieces. But there is also a chance that you'll get absolutely nothing because you failed the trap. So yeah, you want to do these with as little trap maneuvering as possible. So I just got through the first room after doing 3 traps. The second room is really straightforward. Some people, I don't know why you would ever do this, but you could go all the way through. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 traps to go through if you were to take that route directly through. But you can maneuver this a bit by just clicking along this ledge here. Just along these staircases, click all the way down to these skulls here. You'll run a straight line, and you don't have to go through any traps at all. Just walk up here, and you want to be really deliberate with your clicking, because if you just pathfind, you'll be going through traps. So let's go on to the third room. The third room, again, fairly simple, but this time there's a little trick. You want to check this wall here. See how it's different? You want to search that wall, so get right up against it. Search wall and just deactivate this trap. And walk ahead 2 spaces. Now we're just going to go straight through here, so disable a trap each time. And you don't want to stand too long on these traps because they will reactivate. And this is probably the sneakiest part. This trap right here. The first time I did this, I got caught by that. It's really hard to see, but there are 2 traps here. And we can move on. I'm going to include this in the third room, so you're just going to head over, go to the right side, because you can see here there are wall traps all along every tile. So we're just going to avoid that because that's a lot of ticks. So we'll just go straight across here. Head up, there are no traps at this point, and head right. You don't even want to mess with that. If that guard sees you, then you're out. A lot of traps in the way, just not worth. This counts as a trap, but you just kind of click on it and you'll jump over. Head this way. Again, avoid guards, no point, not even worth it. And go through here. So now you can see I'm at 72 out of 80 thieving, 54 out of 72 agility. There's no chance to fail on any of these traps, but they will lower, and in the end it will apply to when you try and open the chest. So you head down here, this is fairly safe, until you reach this point. Now you can see there are 4 traps here. There are also wall traps on either side. So this is kind of up to you. I just go straight through because it's easiest. It's a little quicker. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like it's a little quicker. And head out. So now you've successfully completed that segment. You're going to go to the left side. Don't go through this door. No point. I think it takes you out. I've never actually went that way. It's the exit passage, which I've never had to use. And you're on to the next step. Okay, now this room, you start out, chainsaw, blade, dealy right there. Hop over it, and you're safe at this point. You're completely fine. Can run all the way up here, you can pathfind, doesn't matter. Go through the next passage. Again, here, safe. This is kind of like a lull period, you're fine. It kind of looks like there would be traps here, but there's not. You're fine, no wall traps. Just straight up, through the gate, and that segment's done. So I'm not even going to cut that clip because it's nothing. Head through here, obviously, you get the idea at this point because look at all those traps. And we're going to head out. Now, there are 4 traps right here. You can pick which way you want to go. There are some wall traps here, but you're fairly unlikely. Even if you were pathfinding straight up, you're not likely to do it. But just to be safe, go on the side with this skeleton on the left side. Search both these traps. Nothing here, and we go straight up. Now, this side is fairly obvious. A lot of these you can kind of figure out, but some of them are a little trickier. You don't want to go past the spinning blades. There's a bunch of traps here, 3 traps there. So it's better to go this way because instead of 3, you're losing 2 points. And you want to be very careful when you're going through these. You might have already messed up at some point in this video, I should have mentioned it. But instead of just clicking to the other side, click right in the middle and your character will go through. If you click to the other side, your character might try and pathfind around, and never a good time. Alright, so we'll head up here, and what you want to do is you want to stand right here. And you're going to wait, because there's this pillar, or these spinning blades. I don't think I want to get close to that, it says right in the tooltip. So you're just going to watch this thing. Once it goes by, you're going to run to this first square. Head up. And now the next square you're going to click on is way to the right. Again, you just wait for it to pass. And I assure you, if you're running, you can make this. Some of these seem kind of clutch, but there's no reason to go to this tile at all. Passes again, and you're going to click on this side. I could have made it there, but I just want to give you an idea of where you're actually going to be clicking. So once it passes, give it a click. Run this way. And you're out. There are no traps on this side. So you just click right through. And you're done. Straight through. Head to the right side, and you're going to go through these two passageways. Again, once you're through those, no traps, straight up, and I'll go to the next clip. Through these gates, do not go around. Through these gates. Okay, so in this room, there is a chest in the center. I believe if you solve that chest, you'll be sent to the end regardless. I'm not sure if there's a reward. No point doing that. You're going for the big money. You don't care about that chest. It is a trap. One of many traps. Alright, so straight through the first 3. Same as the first room, second room? Anyways, you're going to follow this along, and you're going to go through the door on my west side, so on the right side if you're facing the direction I currently am. Search the floor. And you go right through the gate. Again, you do not want to go that way. It even looks like death. You can kind of just tell. So through the passage. Now, coming in here, I turn my camera. I am now facing west. So you're going to go straight up the west side. And there are some sneaky traps on this wall, I believe. Yes, there are. So you just want to tile it out. You can see the lines here of the tiles. So you want to make sure you're going one at a time, nice and slow, because if you're clicking through, you can get caught. Nothing on the 4th tile. So there's 3 traps here. I'm lagging a bit. And straight through. This, incredibly obvious. Straight through. Again, and this is a different kind of trap. It's the same idea though. Same thing. Right click, search, and take the only possible route. And now, this point right here is another tricky one. This is a trap. This is how they fucking get you. There's a trap right here, and it is fairly hidden. So don't get caught at this room. There is a trap. And I'm still lagging, so I might cut this clip and wait until the lag stops. Right, so I have switched worlds. That lag was just weird, but see, I've updated this a bit. Even added a little rogue for you to check out, see what you're working for. Cause yeah, that was weird lag. It took a bit. So you have 2 options again once you reach this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I believe there's wall traps all along this shit. Or you can go straight through this way. 3 traps. So obvious choice. 3 traps. You want to have as the most amount of thieving and agility as you can at the end of this. So I'd recommend starting with a fairly high agility and thieving level, but it is 50-50 to start, 50 thieving, 50 agility to get in here, so you could still do it, it's just it would take you a bit longer. So once you're through that, you're just going to go straight up here, wall traps all along this shit. It looks like you could just walk around, you definitely can't. Not worth trying, so you're just going to go straight through here, all these floor traps, and you need to watch out if you're doing what I'm doing and you're pre-gaming it, you're right clicking. When you reach this tile, there's a load, and if you're continually just going like this, right clicking all the way through, you're going to stay standing on this tile even if you click search, and if you wait too long, if you're kind of semi-AFK, you don't realize, that trap's going to reactivate and you're going to get sent back. So I usually just go through that, click this tile, let it load, and then continue on. And now you're reaching the end. This is really close to the end here. This, I believe, is this last trap, the second last trap. So what you're going to do is you see that there's some flash powder on the ground. Right click that. A small satchel of bright powder. So you have two options here. I usually take the top road just because it's closer to the exit. Two rogues here, you want to be careful that they don't see you. Sometimes they'll roam up a bit. Not super fun if they catch you because this is so close to the end. So what you're going to do is you grab this powder. If they're standing over here, I've had it before where they catch me because my character derps all the way around to throw it. I come around this corner and he sees me. So you're going to click on that powder, wait for a decent spot where you can get a good opening. Click on the rogue, knock him out, and run like fuck. Head up here. Two more traps and you're at the end. You can see the end right there. And for some reason there's an exit passageway. I don't know why you would ever take that, but at this point, you're home free. Let's go right up here. You have your choice. Whatever you prefer, if you're superstitious. Pick a side. Crack a wall safe. Let's go this side. So you can see that I have 44 thieving from 80. If you follow my guide exactly, you're going to be losing a decent chunk. Almost half of your points. 29 agility. Now, I'm pretty sure that these don't regenerate while you're in the den. I considered just sitting here and waiting at some point, but it's really not worth it. By the time if it comes back, you would have been able to go through the den again anyways. So let's just crack this safe, see what we get. And there you go. I got a pair of gloves. So yeah, it's just that easy. Let's grab the set here, just because we can. Go to my Fashionscape tab. Pull out the set. There you go. Looking sharp. And I'll show you the bonuses. So plus 26 to all defenses. Not amazing. Even for pures, it's not the best, but you might get some use out of the body if you're a 1 defense pure, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, hopefully you liked the guide, hopefully you learned from it, or you got through the maze. This is the first guide I've bothered to do, so give me some tips if you have them, and yeah, see you next time.